Good morning, dear students. In last class, we have studied simple if statement and what are the control statements. Today, we are going to study the second control statement or decision making and branching statement, that is if else statement. If else statement. The if else statement is a two-way branching statement. It is an extension of the simple if statement. The if else statement is an two-way branching, that is it has a two options among which we have to execute any one option. In previous class we have studied simple if, where it has only one option. We have to choose depending upon the one single condition, testing a single condition. Here in if else statement it has a two options or two statements among which we have to execute any one statement depending upon the test condition, that is depending upon the checking a particular condition, and result of that condition will decide whether we have to which one we have to execute, which statement among two statements or among two options we have to execute which one. Depending upon the test condition, the result of test condition, we have to execute any one statement or block of statement. Now if else, both if and else are the keywords. The general form of if is if test condition, then true block statement, else the false block statement, or false block, the body of the false block, then the normal statement. Here statement X indicates the normal statements of a program. These statements are not attached. The normal statement in the sense what? The statement which are not depending on the these if or else. These are the general statements which are present in the program. Now the execution of if statement. How the if statement, if else statement will work? If the test condition is true, if the test condition is true, then it will execute its true block statement, or the statement which are attached to this if statement, those will be get executed. Then the else block will be skipped. Then it will come to the normal statement of the program. Next, if this test condition is false, if this test condition is false, then the compiler will skip this part. The true block statement which is attached to this if statement will be skipped, and cursor directly goes to the else statement, and the false block statement, in the sense what? Not the false statement, the statement which are to be executed when condition is false, those statements will be present in the else block. So those will be get executed if the condition becomes false, or the condition results in a false or F, or we can say it will return a 0. If it is true, it will return 1, and if it is false, then this test condition will return 0. Then after execution of the else block or false block statement, or the body or group of statements which are attached to else will be get executed, then cursor goes to the normal statement of a program, execution of the normal statement of the program. The flowchart of this is, this arrow indicates the statements or a cursor or a data will come from the upper statements. Then the rhombus indicates decision making or testing the condition. If test condition is true, then if this test condition is true, then it will execute its true block statement, and then it will go to the normal statement of a program. It will skip this whole false block. The flow will becomes in this manner. Then other statements of a program. If this condition is false, if this test condition returns false, then it will execute this false block statement. Then the normal statement of the program will get executed. It will skip this true block statement. Is it clear? Next. If test condition is true, then true block statements will be executed. Otherwise, that is, if test condition is false, then false block statements get executed. In either case, either true block or false block get executed, not both. Then the normal statement, that is the statement X, is treated as a normal statement here. That is, if test condition is true, then true block statement will get executed. Otherwise, the false statements or false block statement will get executed. In either case, either true block or false block get executed, not both at a time. Is that clear? Yes. Now, where we have to apply this if else statement, or where we can apply this if else statements? We can apply this if else statement in finding largest of two numbers, to find largest among or two numbers, or to find out whether given number is positive or negative. We can find out. We have to choose, or we can execute among two options. We have to choose any one. That is, the number is either positive or either negative. Here also we have to, among two, we can say that any one is largest or any one is biggest. We cannot say both are biggest or both are larger. So among two options, we have to choose any one depending upon the condition. That's why we can apply here if else statement. That is decision making or branching, or we can say control statements. This is decision making and branching is also called as a control statement. These are applied in such cases where we have to choose among two options, where we have to choose any one option. We have to, depending upon the test condition, we have to apply the if else statement. Now we can see a program to find largest of two numbers. Program to find largest of two numbers. Preprocessor statements: hash include, iostream.h. Next, hash include, conio.h. After preprocessor statement, we have to go to the main, void main, opening brace, curly brace. Now, what we need? Our program is to find the largest of two numbers. So, we need two variables for declaration, or two variables or two values we need. So, to store the two values, we need two variables. So, declare integer a comma b, two variables are declared. Then, clear the screen. CLR-SCR function is used to clear the DOS prompt, or where we can see our output. That screen will be cleared by using CLR-SCR function. Next, once we have declared the variable, go for reading. Now, cout, enter two values. Now, read the values. Cin, A, extraction operator, B. Now, once we got the value, once we read the value, go for calculation. Here, our calculation is to find out largest among two numbers. Now, go for if statement. If A is greater than B, then print A is large. Else, print B is large. Get ch, closing brace. Now, this is a program to find largest of two numbers. Now, we'll see how it will work. or manually we will go through how the execution takes place. Suppose this is your screen or a monitor. Now execution begins with the main. Before that the preprocessor statement will get executed. These are the preprocessor statements, so there is no these are used for using these are used for using the functions such as cin, cout and clr, scr and get ch functions. The execution begins with the void main. It will come here, curly brace, opening curly brace, so it indicates beginning of the body of the program or a main. Integer a and b are the two variables declared, so compiler will allocate 2 byte of memory space for each, because it is both are of integer type, and integer requires maximum 2 byte of memory space. So each 2 byte of memory space will be allocated. The memory is reserved in the memory space after declaration of this statement, that is after execution of this statement. When cursor encounters a semicolon, it indicates end of this statement, so cursor directly goes to next line. Now CLR SCR, this is a clear screen. This function, built-in function, is present in conio.h header file. This CLR SCR will clears the DOS prompt. DOS prompt in the sense where we can see the prompt or area where we can see our output, and this program is written in the C++ editor. C++ editor is a place or area, actually it is a software present in the C++ compiler. This is an area where we can type our program. So this is different and this is different. So where we have to display our output, we have to clear that screen, that is DOS prompt. So we have to make use of CLR SCR so that our output will be displayed in a neat and formatted way. Now after semicolon, cursor goes to next line. Cout, enter 2 values will be displayed as it is on the monitor except the sequence escape sequence, that is /n. Enter 2 values. This /n will insert a new line in the DOS prompt. Next, I will enter 10 and 20. The 10 and 20 will be read by the cin statement, and the 10 and 20 will be stored in A and B respectively. After semicolon, cursor goes to next line. If A is greater than B, now once we got the value, go for calculation. Now the condition is if A is greater than B, we have to check the condition. Now substitute the value, it will substitute the value. A value is 10, B value is 20. Now it will check whether 10 is greater than 20. No, false. So it will return 0. So it will skip its immediate part and it will go to the cursor will go to the else block. Now cout B value, what is the B value will be substituted. 20 is large will be displayed as it is on the monitor. /n, cursor goes to next line. After semicolon, cursor goes to next line, get ch, then it will end. Once it encounters a closing brace, it indicates end of the program. Suppose if I could have entered 122 values, then A becomes 100 and B becomes 20. Now after reading, it will come here. Now 100 is greater than 20. The condition is true. So it will return true. That is, it will return a 1 value, and the statement which are present immediately after if statement, that is true block statement, will get executed. So cout A value, that is 100 will be displayed on the monitor. Is large present in the double quotation, so it is also displayed as it is on the monitor. Next, after this, the else block will be skipped and cursor goes to the next line, get ch, then it will go for curly brace, closing curly brace, which is the end of the program, and this is your output displayed on the screen. Is it clear, students? Yes. Now in the same way we can do this second program, that is finding positive or negative value. That is whether the given or entered number, given number is positive or negative. We have to find out. So try this program and we will solve it in the next class. Thank you.